I want you to show me how to get to know someone like you, someone like you. I want you to know me, 'cause I know then you'll see.
Hey family, welcome back to my channel. This is Jasmine, and again, this is Jazzy Does It, where we DIY things on a regular. So today, what are we doing? We're building a table. That's right, we're building a farmhouse table. I hated my old dining room furniture. It didn't go with the theme that I was looking for, so I said, I'll just build my own table. And I needed it to fit my budget. So that's what we have here. I built this table with an industrial flair, and I bought these legs off Etsy. And I'll make sure that I put the link down below so that you can check out these people's store. They're called Medal of Honor, and their customer service is Chick-fil-A worthy customer service. I mean, they were so amazing throughout this whole process. The legs came all the way from Turkey. Yeah, Turkey. So let me take you step by step on everything that you're gonna need for this table. I got my inspiration from the Rehab Life. They are an amazing channel. I'll also make sure that I link them down below. Let me give credit where credit is due. They helped me build the top part of my table, but I'm gonna help you build this entire thing step by step and tell you all of the tools and things that you're gonna need for this project. Honestly, it took me 2 days to complete this whole thing. I mean, from building to staining and polyurethaning at the end. It really didn't take that long. 2 days was it. If you don't want to spend $300 for a table or more, then check out this DIY. Let me take you on a quick tour of this table real fast, okay? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I built a table, y'all. Let's take a quick look around. Let me show you the whole thing. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Stained it. I can't believe I built a table, y'all. I mean, seriously. Look at these legs. They're so gorgeous. And the wood beam in the middle. So beautiful. Oh my gosh. So let's jump right into it. Let's do it. Hey guys, so here are the legs that I got from Turkey. I ordered them off Etsy. Again, the name of the store is Medal of Honor. Again, the link will be down below. These legs came in copper, they came in gold, they came in black. I mean, whatever your budget is, they have something for you. So if you're going to do the table the exact same way as me, you're going to need them to say that you want the support brackets included. So make sure that you put that in a message in the note before you purchase. And they didn't even charge me anything extra to get the bracket pieces attached. It took probably 2 weeks to get the legs, and once the DHL notification came up, it took like 3 days to ship to my house. So amazing. Here is all the wood that I needed. I will slow this part down so that I can tell you each individual size and dimension that you're going to need to make this tabletop. Our table dimensions are 3 feet by 6 feet. Here are all of the lengths of the wood that you're going to need. I just use basic wood, nothing fancy, because we're going to stain it anyways. Here are the lengths, and here are the cuts that you're going to need for each piece of wood. Here are also all of the other materials that are also going to be needed for this DIY. So make sure you take some screenshots. Now I'm just using my miter saw to cut all of my pieces. You can actually just get them all cut at Home Depot. If you find somebody that's really helpful, I mean, at my Home Depot, the guys that work there in the wood department are amazing, and they would have just cut my wood for me, but I just wanted to get home and do it myself, so that's what I did. But if you don't have a saw, you can totally get them to cut all these pieces for you at Home Depot. Probably Lowe's, but I like Home Depot better than Lowe's. You're gonna need some 2-inch finishing nails and also some wood glue. I like the Gorilla wood glue, it's my favorite. Also buy some 1.5-inch wood screws as well. we're going to start with our 70-inch 1x4, and you're going to glue that to one of your 33.5-inch 1x4s, and we're going to do that until we have a rectangle. And we are going to take a finishing nail, 2 finishing nails on each corner, and go ahead and nail those things together. Here's my shout out for my subbies. I love you guys so much. Same as always. I swear I love you guys. Heart you. Mean it. Thank you guys for your love and support. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Hi, I'm Jasmine. This is Jazzy Does It, where we DIY things on a regular. I really hope that you enjoy this DIY. Please stay, like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you never miss another DIY.
Without trying, and how will we ever see if we're meant to be? It's terrifying.
Now you're going to take one of your other 33.5 1x4 and put it right in the center, and you're going to nail that in with your finishing nails as well.
We're meant to be. That we're meant to be. We're meant to be.
Now we're going to take our other 1x4s and we are going to put those on opposite sides of that center beam. I suggest being at least 16 inches in, so that way when you put your chair underneath the table, you don't hit a leg, because this is essentially where your table legs are going to be. So at least 16 inches. Mine are 17 inches in on either side.
Something so real, something so real. I want you to see that this is a love that we both feel, that we both feel.
Now we're going to take our 2x3s, and we're going to put those 6 inches in. And that's very important. 6 inches from the edges, and you're going to nail it flush to the top.
It's terrifying. That we're meant to be. We're meant to be.
And you're going to do that on both ends, and this is what your frame should look like. Now we're going to take one of our 1x10s, the one that is 37 inches long, and you're going to attach that with the wood glue, and at each side is going to have a 1-inch overhang.
This ain't the same. This ain't the same. They say love heals all. It makes it all alright in time.
I promise you that your shoulders are going to be so diesel after doing these. You're going to put your finishing nails around the perimeter of that piece of wood. So what I'm measuring right now is 1.5 inches in, so that way I make sure that my finishing nail is going into the beam underneath it. You don't want to just nail through that piece of wood into nothing. So I used 8 finishing nails, 4 at the top, 4 at the bottom. Now I'm just laying my other beams, the ones that are going to be 53.5 inches long, across the top of the table. And you're just going to repeat all those same steps pretty much. Put the wood glue down on each beam that's going to touch your piece of wood. And then you're just going to use those finishing nails along the sides of them. So at each adjoining beam, I put a finishing nail. Again, that finishing nail is 1.5 inches in because of the 1-inch overhang, and the 1x4s are 1 inch thick. So that way, 1.5 inches will get you right in the center of the beam underneath it.
We're meant to be. I want you to show me how to get to know someone like you, someone like you. I want you to know me, 'cause I know then you'll see we could be true, we could be true. I want you to see what I see in us, something so real, something so real. I want you to see that this is a love that we both feel, that we both feel. And how will we ever know if the love will ever grow without trying, without trying? And how will we ever see if we are meant to be? It's terrifying, it's terrifying.
Now we're just going to attach that final board. At the end, the board is again 37 inches long with a 1-inch overhang. And this is what your tabletop should look like at this point.
It's a losing game, it's a losing game. But this time
if you don't want any cracks or seams in your table, I suggest purchasing some wood filler. You need some wood filler and you're gonna need some sanding blocks. So my suggestion on how to do this, because you know I'm your trial and error person, is to put painter's tape along the seams, like so that only that crack is exposed, and then put the wood filler on. You don't want that much wood filler on the actual wood, because it does not stain as well or as dark as the actual wood that you're staining, if that makes sense. So wherever you see that wood filler, it doesn't stain exactly the same color as the wood on the table. It's lighter. So like I said, suggestion time. Use painter's tape along the edges so that only the crack is exposed, and then put the wood filler in the crack. So this is what my table looks like after I put all the wood filler on. You're also going to need to sand all of that down slightly so that way it is nice and smooth and stains properly.
I want you to show me how to get to know someone like you, someone like you.
So these are some more 1x4s. You're going to need them to also be 33.5 inches long. This piece is to attach our table legs. So our table legs are 28 inches tall. Our table thickness is only 1 inch thick. I want my table legs to be 30 inches off the floor. So I'm adding this piece, and I feel like it's also making the table legs more stable as well. Our table legs are also 26 inches wide. So we're going to need to measure to make sure that you have the center correctly. So all I'm doing is just measuring for the center, and I'm going to use some wood glue to glue that down. just going to place my table legs so that I can mark where the holes are for the screws, and I'm going to drill my holes into that wood, and I'm also going to drill that piece of wood, that 1x4, down to the table. So that's what you're going to use your 1.5 inch wood screws for.
It makes it all alright. In time, my heart still feels the breaking, but you make my world so bright. It feels so right. It feels so right. And how are we?
Now I'm just pre-drilling my holes. So the holes on the bottom of the table, so there's 2 rows. Those are a bigger screw. That's when I'm using my 1.5 inch wood screw, and also on the edges. And make sure that you don't drill all the way through to the other side of the table. Only go down about 1 inch to 1.5 inches. That top row of pre-drilled holes is a smaller drill bit because I used the actual screws that came with the legs, because it's kind of hard to get your drill that close to another beam, so I had to use a hand screwdriver to screw those in.
We're meant to be. That we're meant to be. We're meant to be. I want you to know me, 'cause I know then you'll see we could be true.
Here's what our table looks like so far, with our legs now attached. So all we need to do now is to cut our 4x4, which is the beam that's going to go across the bottom. You just screw that right in with some pre-drilled holes. Wipe your table off to make sure there's no dust. I suggest getting a tack cloth, but I didn't have one of those, so this is just going to have to work. And then I also, like behind the scenes, just vacuumed it off. So here is my wood stain that I got. I got it in a red mahogany color. And staining is actually kind of fun. It's pretty relaxing and it's easy. So take a terry cloth and just go to work.
That we're meant to be.
At one of these points, my camera eventually dies. So all I'm doing is finishing up the stain. I did do 2 coats of stain, and then I did 3 coats of polyurethane, which you're going to use either a foam brush or a natural bristle brush to paint that on. And here is our final look for our farmhouse table with our industrial flair that I love so much. It looks so gorgeous with those copper legs. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. But thanks again, guys, for watching this DIY with me. And like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss a DIY. And I will see you guys next time.
My heart still feels the breaking, but you make my world so bright. It feels so right. It feels so right.